I'm Mark Dosh. Welcome back to the great race place, Santa Anita Park, the morning of Thursday, December 9th, just 2.5 weeks away from opening day on the day after Christmas. The main track's been open with the dirt for just 4 days. Let's head out to Clocker's Corner and see what the horsemen think about it. We're back at Clocker's Corner at Santa Anita Park. Opening day is just 17 days away. The dirt is back at Santa Anita. Good old-fashioned dirt. Southern Equine Stable is back in town. Joined by trainer Eric Guillot, trainer for Southern Equine Stable. Welcome back to Southern California. What's your impression of the track with the first few days of having horses gallop over it?
I love it. I think it's good. They float right over it. It's mixture, not too much clay. Sand and dirt makes racetracks. It's just that simple. I've been doing it for a zillion years. It's not too deep. It just floated. I think it's going to be the cat's meow.
Do you have any horses that have actually worked over it, or are they just getting the feel for it for now?
No, Friday I got 5 working Friday and 5 on Saturday. So because I just fanned here and shipped in, so I needed to get them acclimated more to the trip than worried about working on the track.
Did you bring your entire string over here?
Yeah, I left some I kept the high end of my Louisiana bred program at New Orleans. Gave them a couple trainers in New Orleans. Amy Delosa got a couple. Eric Guillot's got about 67, and then I brought the top 20 here. So you have 20 total horses here? Yeah, I want to try to stay with 20. We kind of got out the middle division and just keep the high end quality and keep 20 where we can kind of dictate with management.
Now, is it too early to tell how the track plays in comparison to the tracks on the East Coast, or do you kind of have a read of how it compares to Churchill and Saratoga and the fairgrounds?
I personally am not a favor of Churchill. I don't like Churchill. It's too much clay. It's too deep. It's too sandy and too much clay. I had my horses. I did horrible at Churchill. The horses didn't like it. They got sore in the back very, very quick. Saratoga was great. Louisiana Downs is great. The ones that have like a dirt organic mixed with the sand seem to be a much better track.
And so you think this track is going to be similar to Saratoga, probably?
More similar, because I think Saratoga has a little bit more organic. I think this could be more similar to the fairgrounds, like a river bottom sand. I think you better do what you want. You can wet it and wet it and make it, seal it and make it fast, so you can harrow it and make it deep.
What was the determining factor in bringing the string out to Southern California after you had been here a couple years ago?
I've been here since 1982.
Right.
So I've been here
back and forth.
Yeah, I just went back and forth, and we left because of the synthetics. I mean, I was, Del Mar 2 years ago. Del Mar, I had a lot of nice young horses, and it really just, I mean, it was tired of working on them so hard. It was just, you couldn't get them past the elements, feed issues and stifle issues from the synthetic. There wasn't no slides,
Right.
And so I left to go back and to get off the synthetics, and the only reason I left. And I got my sons out here. The weather's beautiful. The stake schedule, the caliber of racing is great.
The purse increase.
Yeah, well, not even for my partner and I. The purse increase is great, but it's not about. We're about making asset mares and stallions and stuff because of the high end level that we play.
Right. So,
but I mean, the purse they think it hurt. But I mean, that's really, we need to be where we can spotlight our young horses, and you got to be where TVG and HRTV and Tex Sutton, you got to be here. If you got to get a horse, if I got to get a horse to Kentucky, I can't get out of Louisiana on Tex Sutton. I'm waiting to ship to Kentucky to get there to go to New York. You might as well van it, then you got to leave with an assistant for 3 weeks out, So it's just not, it doesn't work out for high-end horses to be in the right in the Midwest. Can
you give us a preview of some of the soon-to-be 3-year-olds that you have in the barn here that'll be making their debut here?
Yeah, I have a horse called Merino Star. That's a full brother to Seattle Smooth Seattle, that Grade 1 mare. I think he's a pretty nice little colt. And I got a Langford colt that's got a deep family called Southern Sculptor. That's a pretty nice horse, and a Tappet filly. So I got quite a few of them.
And Merino Star is named after Mike Marino?
Yeah.
How is it working for him in the setup that you have, just working for one owner?
Oh, it's been good. We've been partners. My best friends. We've been partners for 12 years now. That's 11, 12 years going on. So it's great. It works out perfect. You know what I mean? We in it too. I mean, it's an amazing partnership.
You touched on some of the horses that you had on the Poly down at Del Mar. One of those was Salute the Stars that had a lot of success here in California. What happened with him? Well,
that was a couple. Yeah, that was 3 years ago. So, but I had Mi Sueño.
Right, Mi Sueño, absolutely. Salute the Stars babies. Are they on the ground?
They're doing well. I think we had a couple early weanings, stuff like 15. I averaged twice the stud fee, and he's actually went down to Brazil and bred like 70 head. on the Southern Hemisphere. We bred 68 in Kentucky, and then 70 in Brazil, then 48 in Kentucky, and then another 70. And then now he's moved to Louisiana, actually. So I think he'll hopefully gonna be the king of Louisiana. That'd be nice.
So you don't have any of his babies out here with you, though?
Oh, they're just weanings.
They're just weanings right now.
They're nice though. I think he's gonna be.
Whatever happened to the real Sarge?
Oh, Nick?
Yeah.
He's doing well. Had a kid and still on TVG, and you know we just downsized. We didn't really need him. Once we downsized, I got rid of 100 head in the last year and a half or so. And it just don't pay. That middle division is just don't. It's a losing proposition. You make $1 in purses, you lose 5. So I just cut back just to the quality, all those good, valuable.
What's your outlook? What's your outlook for the meat as a whole? With the barn shipping in from the East Coast, it looks like it's set up to be a really good meat with the jock colony, probably the top jock colony in the country.
Yeah, I have. Like I said, I have Champagne for the La Brea. And I bought this little filly, this little grass filly, Canadian Ballet from Linda Rice out of the sale.
Okay.
It's made about 600 grand. Little hard knocker filly. I'm gonna run into Monrovia.
The Turf Sprinter.
Turf Sprinter, yes.
Right.
And Oldemare, and then I have, like I said, I got these young horses that just now getting ready to start a lot of first time. And then I got a handful of horses that I did the right thing by. That I don't know if they're good or not yet. They're just getting up to ready to run. Half of them probably won't make it here. I'll send back to New Orleans. The other ones I'll try to bring in maidens.
So you think the barn's ready to fire at the beginning of the meet, or is it going to kind of be a progression throughout the meet?
I think it's going to be mostly the middle of January before because I have to get here and acclimate, and they were all up to about. I got majority of the barns up to 5/8 of a mile. So I need about a month of work acclimating here and get over and get approvals to have the whole barn ready to fire.
Cool. Well, good to have you back, and wish you the best of luck, and look forward to seeing you throughout the meet.
No problem.